Hello everyone and welcome back to Polly's Pretties. We are here tonight to do the hashtag Make It With Me, and this is day 4, so it is a scrapbook layout. And I said in the previous videos it'd probably be like a base page kind of layout, and then we'll add all the prettier stuff as we go. So I'm going to bring it down to the desk because I did one thing already and I want to get you to show you that. So here we go. We're coming down, coming down. There we go. Alright, so all I did, and I'm making a 2-page layout, all I've done was I took a piece of pink background with white polka dots, and I added on top of it a piece of white cardstock. And that is all I've done so far to both pages. Now, my next idea to work with these is to open up a new ribbon that my dear friend Dawn sent me just today, because I like this ribbon. I think it's beautiful, and I think it'll go good with the idea that I have for this, if I can get my fingers to open it. Sometimes my fingers do not like to open things. There we go, finally got it. Alright, yay. Okay. So this is going to be more of a, summary layout. That's why the hot pink. I love the idea I have for this with something going on later down on the list. So here's this, and here's what I thought I would take. This beautiful ribbon here that she got that is like a gingham. I always have to stop and think. And I thought that I would run it all the way across the bottom edge and the top edge of the papers, and that I would go ahead and get that part done next. I gotta measure here, and I don't measure like with a ruler because that won't work with me. Okay. And I do have my glue gun turned on, and yes, I know, be careful because it's hot. And trust me, my friends, I definitely will. After the last burn I got from this guy, I'm in no hurry to go there again. So I'm even going to get my little finger protector. These things are kind of ugly, actually, but you know what, they work. Oh, I wanted to show you, see, I'm wearing my pretty bracelet from Dawn, too. So, let me get old Mr. Glue Gun over here, because, yep, he's got to be the boss right now. Just enough to hold that in place, not enough to take my skin off. And you gotta really change hands, because that's a very odd way for me to do it. So, as you can see, I'm not even putting a ton of the glue. I'm just trying to put enough on to make sure that the ribbon stays to my page. Just want to get that on. I just think that's so pretty. This ribbon just took my eye the minute I saw it. And I knew that it was going to be absolute for what I want to make this page into, or set of pages into. So, thank you very much, Dawn. I love this ribbon. Alright, and before I do the top, I'm going to go ahead and put that back over there for a minute. Check my edge, because sometimes I do get a little extra, and I don't want to leave that on there. See, like right there, you can see it. There's just a little extra hanging off, but I don't want that little extra. I want that to be flush with the page here. So that's how we do that. we just trim that little bit away. And then I'll do the top piece up here. And that will have this much prettied up. And yes, I just said prettied up. Okay, let me get that right there. And we'll go across. And across. And across to the end, which is the blue. Okay. There we are. Like I told you, I don't measure. I'm not a good measurer. So we're not even going to try to play that. Now I'm just going to turn my whole page upside down. And we're going to start again down here at the bottom. And put this on. Okay. Let me go ahead and grab Mr. Ouchie. And I think I'm going to change this guy's name to Mr. Ouchie. Because as much as I love him, you do got to be careful. He is a hot one. I'm going to put you right there for a hot minute there, friend. Hopefully you all have had a lovely day wherever you're at. It was really, really warm here today. And I do mean really. We didn't go out. It was just really hot, and then it was really muggy, like on top of it. So we kind of stayed in and just took care of business inside today. I love that. I think that ribbon just adds so much to it. Okay. I got just a smidge over there, so I'm going to go ahead and get it off there. There we are. So here is this page so far. We've got our beautiful ribbon on the top and the bottom. And we've got our polka dot showing through from the back. And we've got our white base here. So I think this is turning out pretty nice so far. We got one more page here to do because I am going to do a 2-page layout. So I'm going to put this guy back on his stand for a minute. We can sit there and get all nice and warm again. And I'm going to lay this back here for a minute. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this one measured up and ready to roll. There we are. This is turning out so nice. Oh, I love it. I do. This ribbon just really sets it off, I think. There we go. I like to use ribbon and fabric in my scrapbook pages. I think it gives them just a little extra added depth to whatever you're doing. I think it just helps beautify the pages. And it's a good way, like, say it was your daughter's favorite shirt or your son's favorite pair of blue jeans, and you can save that memory by saving that piece of fabric and using a touch of it in your book. So I actually like doing it. I even have buttons I saved off my daughter's dresses when she was little to put in scrapbooks. That one cut pretty good. I don't really have hardly any to worry about, so that's awesome. We're going to turn this. We're going to measure the bottom and get it ready, and I'm going to let that go back on its charger. I am loving how this is looking. I think it's going to make for a really pretty double layout, which will be awesome. Okay. I can move my ribbon away. And now we can start getting this piece of ribbon placed on our layout. Okay. Okay, put this guy back on the rack. And there is a little bit on this one. I don't know why it is. I can sometimes do a really good one and I won't have any. And then other times it just... There we go. Now that's done. Okay, so now we have 2 pages with the ribbon on it just like that. And that is the start of our pages. Now, like I said, they're not going to get finished tonight because I have a little idea later down in the page, in the Make It With Me's to add to this. But I want to get a base page made with a few little elements, and I think that once we have that done, we'll be a little bit better off. So I'm thinking I'm thinking. Let me get this other one back up here. There's our two base page ones, but I want to add a little, something more to them. And I think I know what it is, actually. So I have a package here of 16mm clear gems. And I think that's what I'm going to add. I have a little bit of an idea here, so I'm going to run with it. Oh, maybe I am. There we go. Alrighty. Let me bring Mr. Ouch back up. There we go. Pick these up. Pop some hot glue on them. I'm going to place one here in the corner. I think that would be cute. And then, if I can get a hold of this one, gee. Like I said, I cut my nails and I can't hold on to nothing. Or get a hold of anything. Then we're going to go over here. We're going to go in this corner. Alright, so there's all the ones I want on the top. Yeah, and then we're doing one down here in the corner. Let me get that corner up there. Alrighty. And if I can get a hold of this one. There we go. And we will go over here and put one in this corner. Okay. I'm going to put this guy over here for a minute. So I'll show you the page. Here we are. So you can see we have one in each of the corners. I think that helps just make the page stand out and sparkle a bit. We're going to do the second page the same way. So let me get 4 of my gems. Ah, not you. Okay. Let me get Mr. Ouch again. Okay. And then we will go ahead and okay, so top corners are done. Now we're going to grab them, come down here and do the bottom. I'm gonna have to scoot that guy up a little bit. He didn't want to go where I told him. Okay. Alright, let me put that away for a minute. And then here's our second page with just the little 4 corners blinged. I think it looks pretty. Now I think, honestly, that I might want to... I wonder if I can find that. Or, wait a minute. Okay. Maybe this one I think had it. There's a certain background I'm looking for to put on there, and I'm trying to remember if this was the book that had the background, and I'm thinking it's not. Okay, well, that's not a big doodle. I don't remember if this one had backgrounds. Let me check. Oh, that's got a page sticking out there at me. There's some backgrounds in this one. I just don't know if they're going to work with my color scheme I've got going. I hate when you try to flip one page and 15 flip. Okay, so this one doesn't have particularly the one I was looking for either. What I was looking to do is make like a couple small photo mats. That's it. Thank you. My brain was not functioning with that. But I think the paper I'm looking for absconded somewhere. And for the life of me, I don't know that. I really do not. Huh. I thought I had it right here. I guess I didn't. Well, we may end up doing that in the next round with this. But this is a good base to start with because it gives you your color in the background. It gives you your plane in the front. You have ribbon to help bring out color, and you have gems to help just highlight the sparkle. And I think that is quite a beautiful base scrapbook page. Now, like I said, you can add photo mats and, of course, decorations, which we will be doing later. I just will not do it tonight. I want to get the proper photo mats. I don't want just whatever photo mats. So I'm going to move those back there out of the way and pick this up and move it. But that is day 4 of our Make It Challenge, getting your scrapbook layout ready. And I'm going to bring you up now. Up. There we go. Hi. So that was day 4. That was our scrapbook layout. Day 5 is wire wrap beads. Ooh, that should be fun. I don't have to dig out my pens and things like that. Excuse me. But it would be fun. So, let me take that off because that just makes my finger feel weird. Anyway, now that that's done, so we could have a good time with this. I think you'll like the scrapbook pages when I get them totally to where they're going to be. There's some other things down in our list that will help with that. So, that being said, I hope you all had a lovely, wonderful day wherever you're at. Please remember to smile. It makes people wonder what you're up to. Hug someone, anyone. It is good for you. It's good for them. It's medically proven. And then, above all else, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. If you can't, please fake it till you make it, because we don't want to add negativity to the world. It's crazy and negative enough. Let's just not do it. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. If you're playing along, thank you for playing along. And I hope to talk with you soon. Bye-bye.